How do busy professionals keep their house clean? Housekeeper. I started small with a once-a-month maid through one of the online services. Then I bumped it up to every other week. Then once a week. It's super helpful and need not be that expensive. Believe it or not, the best way is to not make a mess. Don't leave dirty dishes in the sink. Don't leave clothes on the floor. Put things back to where they belong once you're done using them. And so on. You won't have a lot of tidying and cleaning up to do if there aren't any to begin with. Probably an unpopular opinion, but here goes. There is messy and there is dirty. You've got some clothes on the floor and things out of place? So what? Now if there are flies in your trash and ants in your dishes, you need to get that under control. I really like the Struggle Care podcast website. The lady talks about how to do care tasks around the house geared mostly to neurodivergent folks. She's got a good quick tidying up method that works for me. She talks about there aren't rules for how you keep house. Example, so what if I don't fold my clothes and instead leave them in a clean hamper? That works for me. Don't be hard on yourself. Do your best when you can. Sincerely, another person who lives in a cluttered home 86% of the time and panic cleans when people come over. I've been trying to shorten some chores with purchases or processes. A robot vacuum is a lifesaver. They have mopping ones too if you can afford it. It's helpful to have a clutter bin in each room so that things that don't have a place don't end up all over. I also spend extra on things like pre-cut veggies, pre-prepared meals that aren't takeout, etc. Sometimes keeping certain tools available constantly helps shorten the process too. I keep one of those brushes with room for soap inside it in the shower at all times so I can scrub things while I wait to wash out conditioner, and keep Clorox wipes out in the bathroom to wipe things when I have the urge. For me, it helps to split chores up into bite-sized pieces too. It's easier for me to clean the toilet when I think about it, the bathroom counter when I notice a stain, and not to try to approach cleaning the bathroom like the huge weekend task I always saw my dad have to do. I also tidy absent-mindedly while I'm on the phone, so I'll just make sure I'm standing up and looking at messes when I'm making work calls and end up doing things without noticing. Everything gets clean eventually if I just cycle through like that. Some tasks aren't essential either. If you can pick your pajamas out of a basket instead of folding them, do it. If hanging a work shirt in the bathroom while you shower works well enough to get the wrinkles out, stop ironing other than when you really need it. If you mop or make your bed every day because your mom always told you to, try evaluating whether it makes a difference for you or whether you're just going through the motions. A lot of it is looking at each task with a different eye and eliminating some of the useless, I should really kinds of thoughts. Figure out what's draining most of your time chore-wise and figure out if that thing can be modified or eliminated. That much work is tough. And it's definitely not your fault that it's super difficult to do anything else. Lastly, outsourcing really can help. Some people don't prefer to, but there's no shame in it. I'll echo the other responses of clean as you go and don't make a mess in the first place. But I'll add that a robot vacuum might be a way to kick that off. Sure, the robot vacuum is nice to reduce or eliminate one of the most dismal chores. But it also forces you to be more conscientious. Every day I come home and I consciously think, can't just throw my bag anywhere. It'll snag the vacuum. Gotta put my clothes away as I change. Don't want the vacuum sucking up a sock. Can't leave my shoes lying out. The vacuum will get stuck. I'm amazed at how clean and tidy the floor is every single day because of it. It won't help you keep your kitchen counters clean, but it's a start to being more mindful about putting things in their proper place. If they're working 70-hour weeks, They're probably not at home often enough for it to need constant tidying up. For starters, throw your clothes in a hamper rather than on the floor. Take dishes to the sink and rinse them as soon as you're finished with them. And throw out your trash when you're done with it as well. Preventing clutter from the start makes the entire cleaning process faster and easier. And only takes a few seconds at a time. Second, I recommend hiring cleaners. Reputable ones won't steal your stuff and do a better job than you likely could. And faster. Honestly, get a housekeeper. I've worked 6,070 hours a week. When you work that much, you literally don't have time to clean. I've seen people working far less than that hire housekeeping. I lived dormitory style for a while because there was housekeeping 3 times a week and wouldn't ever have to touch the cleaning. My rent easily could have been way cheaper, but man, has paying extra for housekeeping always worth it. Just hire a cleaner to come in once a month. What would take me all day they can do in 12 hours. And they do the job way better. So it's about saving your time. Clothes never go on the floor. That is one easy rule to follow. Hire a maid. Have lil routine. Put up things where they go as you go. Have lil cleaning break like 30 minutes and do the most. Why would anyone work that much? Slave so hard for the man that you can't put dirty clothes in the hamper? A cleaner for a few hours once a week. Me and my BF sound like you guys, haha. I work full-time mostly from home, but my job is extremely draining, and BF works full-time plus business school plus side hustle. We still try to work out sometimes before, after work too. So no time to clean. Apartment is a total tornado and we clean on weekends. We very occasionally hire someone to do a deeper clean. Dedicate 10 minutes every day to focus on cleaning. Don't sort. Don't think. Just do as much as you can, add fast as you can during that time. Set a timer, and the moment the timer goes off, stop cleaning. You're done. Do it every single day and never miss a day. It's only 10 minutes. You'll be amazed at what you can accomplish in 10 minutes when you're focused, and how fast things start to shape up when you do it consistently. I once worked those hours. Been WFM for the past 67 years. But really trying to wash clean as you go helps a lot. You're just mentally tired after a long workday, so not having to do any cleaning before you get to that point helped. I also make that as my physical activity while working to help me push to not just leave it there. I just kinda clean as I go. When I dirty something, I clean it right away, which enables me to have less things to clean. I have a maid service come clean twice a week. Laundry, we drop off and pick it back up clean, folded, or hung up. If I worked 60 to 70 hours a week, I wouldn't have a huge amount of time either. So, a housekeeper if it's affordable? That way I don't have as much of it to do, and someone else gets a job. Maids.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.